Hi, what would you like to talk about today?
Hi, so I have gotten in a fight with my friend recently. She came home from school in Missouri for the weekend, and she's one of my best friends, so every time she comes home, we're pretty much together most of the time. And we keep in touch a ton when she's down there. In the past, though, she has been like pretty unreliable, that she like makes a ton of plans and then can't like keep them. She normally like texts last minute like, oh, my mom wants me to do this instead or something. So she's always been like that, which is really frustrating for me and a lot of my other friends.
Yeah.
But this weekend she came home and we had plans to go to her niece's dance recital. And before she like came home, so she was gonna take the flight, and I texted her multiple times asking like to try and figure out the plans to go to the recital, and she just never responded to me. So it was like, that was Friday night and Saturday morning. I was still like waiting for her text because the recital was like right when she came in from her flight. So I was like, did you make it on the flight? Like, are you even home yet? And she never responded. Her texts were delivering, and so I texted her new boyfriend, who also came with. And he said, oh yeah, we're home, we're on our way to the recital, as I'm like sitting at home ready, and I was like, well, I thought I was coming with, and so she never texted me until the afternoon and just like totally ignored all of my texts about like coming home or like the recital, and I am really upset.
Yeah, so you feel frustrated that she didn't respond to any of your text messages throughout like the entire process of the weekend, and you're expecting like all that from her.
Yes. And she invited me to the recital, so other times that she's backed out, it's been like, I'll invite her somewhere, and then she just says yes to everything, but like, when she invited me to come and was like, Lily would love it, and and then just didn't like ever, if she just texted me saying, we don't have time to pick you up or something like that, but it was just like no text in the afternoon, just text me, just like her plans for the day, like she didn't even like apologize or ask to see me then or something, and so.
Okay, so you kind of feel unimportant because she just blew off all your text messages and then randomly just texted you with something completely unrelated to what you were looking for.
Yes. So that happened, and then I was going to meet up with another friend who was home for the weekend at night, who were all friends, so that new friend, or that friend that I was going to hang out with at night, wanted to meet the friend from Missouri's new boyfriend, and so there were plans for like all of us to meet after they came back. And so the friend from Missouri said like, I'll let you guys know when we're on our way, and never came, and never texted us that she couldn't come. And then it was like 12:30 or 1, and me and that friend were like, okay, like, of course this happened again. And then I texted her saying like, hey, we're leaving, I thought you were coming. And in the morning she texted back saying, oh, sorry, we were tired and passed out. So again, didn't apologize or just like tell us like on their way home, we can't come because we're too tired. But it was so weird that like, like that takes like 30 seconds to say like we can't come anymore.
Yeah, so I'm kind of getting a sense that you feel angry because she didn't respond to text messages, and she just kind of didn't seem to make you feel important whatsoever, and it's just continuing to kind of like weigh on your shoulders.
Definitely. So then like I said before, she's always been pretty unreliable when it comes to like hanging out, because she just makes too many plans. She doesn't want to tell anybody but so it's happened a lot, and I've just like let it go because it's just like Caitlin or whatever. But me and all my friends know that if we want to do something, we have to like have a group. Like you never just do it with Caitlin because she's probably not gonna end up coming. So like it's kind of like everybody knows like we all love her for it. But it's been really frustrating, and I feel like this was like a breaking point this weekend, that I was like, you totally just blew me off, and we're like so inconsiderate about it. Like at least normally you tell us that you're not coming. So it was just like a whole different level. So I texted her saying like, hey, like I thought you were coming, and like you did the same thing to me with like Lily's dance recital today. Like it's not a great feeling just like to be ignored. And she said, you're right, I'm so sorry. And so then it was just like frustrating.
Yeah.
Um,
How have you handled like these situations in the past?
Normally I just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
So this time, like me texting her, she's not a confrontational person, so she definitely just like ignored it. In response to her saying, I'm sorry, it's been crazy, I've been like busy, I said something about like, you had time to post on Facebook and stuff, haha, or it was like trying to lighten the mood, but like you clearly have like some free time. And I was just like, if you just like tell me you weren't available, that I would appreciate that, like instead of just being ignored.
Yeah.
And she never responded to that text.
Okay, so you kind of feel confused because there are other things that she seems to be putting like more important instead of like your friendship and your relationship.
Yes, and like I said, normally when she comes, plans are kind of like shaky anyways, but like we see each other, you know, most of the time. And it was just extra frustrating because before she came home this weekend, she texted me so many times like, better keep your weekend free for me, like I can't wait to see you, like all these things that made it seem like she was seeing me. It's not like she would have just said like, I'm super busy this weekend, like let's grab breakfast or something, but she made it sound like she like wanted to be with me.
Right. So how does it make you feel that she completely just ignored you like the entire weekend and just kind of pushed your plans that she seemed so excited for just away?
I was really mad yesterday, and I have like never gotten in a fight with like a girl like that before. Like me and my girlfriends, like normally it's just like not like that. So it was like so weird being like, I can't believe she's not even like apologizing for this. Like, how does she not see that like, just like completely ignoring someone is so rude. But she has this new boyfriend who has definitely been consuming her life, and they've been dating for 2 months, and she accepted a job offer in his hometown in Missouri when she was planning on coming home, and all this stuff. So she's very like attached, and he was home with her for the first time, so I'm sure that's the reason, is like she would rather do stuff with him when normally when she comes back she wants to see me. So that's also kind of like, well, frustrating, and I don't know, sad that she is like losing friendships over someone she hasn't even been dating that long.
Right. So yeah, so you feel sad that she put his relationship basically over yours when that never used to be how it was when you guys were younger and in the same state together.
Definitely. Even when she would come back from college visits, we would still like spend a lot of time together and stuff. And she's been in Missouri and I've been here for 4 years now, and we've stayed really close and stuff, so it's never really, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not used to that, so.
I have something kind of similar, but not exactly the same. When I went to school down at UNI, I had a bunch of friends down there that obviously my freshman year I made friends with. And then when I chose to end my softball career, I had a lot of friends kind of like turn on me and ignore me in a certain sense, and I just remember feeling so frustrated and just completely ignored. And I felt sad and I felt angry, and there were just all these emotions kind of built up. Does that kind of relate to what you're talking about?
Definitely. It's like hard to know how to handle it too, because everybody sees the situation differently. Like I'm sure Caitlin's like, we never had plans, even though like you asked me to go to the recital, like I pictures plans, maybe she doesn't. So it's like, I don't know. And also, it's just so hard, like how much like effort, when it's like such a negative energy causing me, like how much effort do I put into this? Like I've been ditched by her so many times. Like is it just time, like I stopped clearing my schedule for her. Like when it fits in, it fits in. Like I'm not gonna keep going on my way, because that's what bothers me the most, is when I'm like, I was sitting here all day waiting to go to this recital, and like I should have just planned something else, and if it works, you know, stuff like that. But then at the same time, like that's not really like me. Like I don't want to give up on important relationships, but at the same time, when it's like causing me that much stress, it's like, I don't know.
So you kind of feel worn out from like constantly trying to put so much into this relationship, and just clearly, especially after this weekend, not really getting anything in return.
Exactly. Very worn out and confused.
Yeah.